Hello, today I've been asked by the lovely people at the David Bowie fanzine who did a brilliant article on me. Yeah, they asked if I would do one of these about the time I worked with David, and it seemed like a really good idea because there is a story to tell. So in 1997 I was doing a lot of work with Placebo and various other bands, but David Bowie and Placebo had been on tour together and they had a very close relationship, and I think he'd seen my work with them and really liked what we had done together. So his people approached me and asked if I could come and take some photographs for David of him as part of his 50th birthday concert. He was rehearsing at the Hanover Grand and I was asked to come and take photographs of the rehearsals and do some setups on the stage. So I took not only my 35mm camera because I was shooting on film, but also my big Mamiya 6.7 and lights. Yeah, so I hadn't met David before, and luckily I was keeping it together, and he came over and he was very calm, very charming, and I can only describe as a real gentleman who, by exuding this calm and respect for what I had done, that kind of made me more nervous in a way. You know, he wanted me to do what I do, and he said, whatever you need, you know, just go ahead and do what you do. But I think that made me feel like I was tiptoeing around a little bit on the stage and not really wanting to get in the way. I always find that working with real visual artists is, you know, the easiest. You can't really go wrong because they know how they want to be seen, and, you know, he's obviously thought of the visuals for the whole show, and so homing in on those little aspects of the visuals on the stage, and, you know, I think he knew exactly, well, of course he knows what to do, he's David Bowie. But there was a lovely moment. He was actually performing, but also performing for me. And there's a couple of images where he's with Gail and Reeves, and it's just a really lovely moment, and I love these shots. But you can see in the background all the stage props, and yeah, I'd lit this with a light, so it was like a proper setup shot. This is another image from rehearsals. I didn't like this one. This was more, you know, just snapping away. I think that was just a 35mm image. And then I came back to the actual show where I didn't get a chance to stand on the stage for that bit. I actually had to stand at the back, and I don't think there was a photo pit. You know, there was still some great moments, and it was just a surreal, you know, couple of days where I was allowed into the inner circles, and I did come away thinking that he genuinely was a truly lovely, very special man. So there we go. There's my story of working with the legend, David Bowie. And I made this especially.